If you're not making the kind of money that you want to be making in your business, this video is exactly for you. You're probably stuck. You don't want to be stuck anymore. So in this video, I'm going to help you get unstuck so you can actually unlock scale and make a hell of a lot of money. So let's get cracking. My name's Jeremy. I help online coaches scale. Check out the main video pinned to my channel if you want to learn more. But let's get into it. So yesterday I was on a group coaching call with my Summit Scale clients. There's about 30 of us on there. And one of my clients, Lee, who I helped go from 1K a month to I think 24K a month in a few months, he asked me a question. He's like, all right, Jeremy, what's holding you back right now? He's like, don't give me any of the bullshit. And like, don't say, oh, nothing's holding me back, all that stuff. Cause like, no matter where you're at, something's holding you back all the time. And anyways, so he asked me that. And I could see like in the gallery view on the Zoom call, like all my other clients were like really like kind of leaning in to really listen to this too. And the answer I gave him was, I've been telling myself that I haven't been scaling because I need to dial in the back end first. And he called me out and he's like, what? He's like, why don't you think the back end's dialed in right now? We're all fucking printing cash. And everyone else in the call was like, yeah, literally, dude, what's wrong with you? And I was just kind of sitting there. I'm like, fuck, you got a point, right? So from my own clients, they're telling me that what I thought was like a problem isn't a problem. And don't get me wrong, my client results are disgusting. I'm aware of that. I fully understand that. But I'm always asking how I can make it better. And then also in the season, I've kind of been in a bit of a transitionary phase of like, okay, how can I start to remove myself from the trenches even more, start to hire team members. So now I've got, I think 4 guys on the team, and really just started to kind of buy back my time and systemize things so I can actually sign like 3 to 5 clients a day, right? That's my goal this year, is to be able to literally sign 3 to 5 clients every single day without things breaking. Right now, the reason I've kind of been saying that is right now, with my current systems, I'd probably be able to do that for like a month or two, and then things would probably break, right? So I want to really just like be sustainable with that. But the reason I'm sharing this with you right now is I wanted to kind of peel back the curtain a little bit and help you identify your own limiting beliefs, because I absolutely know that was a limiting belief. It's a story that I've been telling myself for a few months, right? And there's a reason why I kind of like was doing the same amount of money for the last few months, right? And like I've only been spending like 6K a month on ads, so I'm not even going nuts right now, and I'm profiting a hell of a lot more. I'll tell you that for free, but still, right? So it's been good, but it's not been great. So the reason I'm sharing this with you is because by seeing how I had been limiting myself and keeping myself stuck based on a story that I was telling myself in my head that's simply not true. It's something that my brain just made up. Hopefully you can do the same. Identify that, stare right dead in the eyes, and do something about it to fix that today, right now. So that said, launched a new funnel this week and going to be absolutely emptying the bank account, scaling the hell out of that. Out of that. Gosh, I can't speak English, but you don't need to make a lot of money with the coaching business. So there's proof. But nonetheless, here's some action steps from today. When somebody asks you why you're stuck right now, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Maybe you don't feel like you're stuck. Maybe you don't think you're stuck. But like, why aren't you doing 2 times what you're doing right now, 4 times, 5 times, 10 times what you're doing right now? What's the thing that's getting in the way? Is it, I don't have enough leads. I don't have enough good leads. I don't have my back end system dialed in. It's just me. I'm a one-man show. Like, what is that? And then ask yourself, your 10.0 version of yourself, the person who's achieving the goals you want to achieve, 100K a month, million a month, whatever, how would they respond to that right now today? What would they do? If you don't have enough leads, okay, they would solve that. They would absolutely rip some ads, solve the lead problem like that. If they don't know how to do that, they'd find somebody who knows how to solve their lead problem for them, or teach them how to do it themselves. right? Which is what I do with my clients. Most people come to me with a lead problem. I help them fix that literally week one. And then we dial in the rest of the back end and everything else. You build a real sustainable, consistent business that just prints cash and client results. So that said, that's why my clients get such good results, because we're literally doing all of that. But nonetheless, like, if you are telling yourself that I can't do X until Y happens, then you're giving all of your power away to Y, right? Oh, I can't scale until my back end's dialed in. That was the story that I was telling myself. But then just that alone is like, that's unquantifiable. How do I know when my back end's dialed in? I get 5 times more client results and client wins than programs 5 times my size. I think that's a pretty good indicator that my back end's pretty fucking dialed. You'd think so, right? But my mind was playing tricks on me still, which is very interesting. And I do a lot of introspection and looking inwards and journaling and getting all this shit out on paper. But yeah, and I kind of identified that too before. But sometimes it does take somebody else to kind of call you out on your bullshit to realize that it's all loaded bullshit. That's all it is, right? And it's just a made up story that's just not true. So there you go. So literally, yeah, this week, launch a new funnel, scale the hell out of it and really try and break the back end again. Because I kind of did when I was a one-man show. It was me and a setter, scaled to over 200K a month in like 8 months from zero. And I was doing all the marketing, the content, the ads, the coaching, the fulfillment, like onboarding, sales call, literally everything. So I was working like a dog. Okay, I got to turn my ads down and increase the price and pump the brakes a little bit. So I did that, and then hired former head of client success for Alex Ramose's biggest portfolio company to help me build proper backend systems, which should be done literally this week, which is amazing. And so it's just gonna be so nasty. We're gonna have like a full CRM for all our clients, so we know exactly where they're at, where they're getting stuck, why they're stuck, how to get them unstuck. So we just move them down the line like a friggin' assembly line, so they just get insane results so quickly. And yeah, so this can be disgusting. Hired a client success manager to help me facilitate that. Probably bringing another one on this week as well. Actually, he's a peak performance coach as well. So he turns people into absolute machines and weapons. So you can just get like 10 times more shit done every single day than otherwise would. So that'll be really cool. And yeah, that's gonna be really, really exciting. And then I also hired a head of content and help me with Instagram and YouTube and all that stuff too. So buying back my time there. And then obviously got a setter running the Instagram. And yeah, so that's kind of like, I know we're kind of going off topic a little bit, but there's a bit of an insight into the kind of like what I've been working on over the last few months. Really just like getting everyone dialed in, getting systems dialed in too, so I can plug the right people into the right systems and then scale. So yeah, but nonetheless, main takeaway from this video is, what are the stories that you're telling yourself that are keeping you stuck right now? And what can you do today to fix that and solve that and progress and move forward? So that's it for this video. Appreciate you guys. Hopefully you were able to gain a lot of value from this. And if you did, smash the like button, comment down below, helps me out a ton. But if you are actually serious about scaling your coaching business, then booking a call down below, links in the description. You'll have a one-on-one sales call with me. It's not a sales call, it's an enrollment call. I'm not there to handle any fucking objections or anything like that. If you're not sold, go sell yourself. I have enough content on here. Watch the main video on my channel, it breaks down the whole thing. Watch my client interviews. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel where I interview successful clients. And then also go look at my Instagram story highlights at Jeremy_Pogue. And you'll see literally an ungodly amount of client wins every single day. And you can look at the highlights until your thumbs get sore from tapping and scrolling, because there's so many damn client wins. And then bring your credit card onto that call, get you signed up, get you onboarded and enrolled, and then we'll start printing cash, turn your business into a PIF factory, getting paid in fulls left, right, and center, just like my clients do right now. So that's it. Love you guys. See you in the next one. Bye.